Yo, what's good, gang? What's happening? Happy Thursday, everybody. What's good, what's good, what's good? Honestly, I have a lot to go through today. I want to talk about current price current trading, we had a lot actually that happened yesterday. I wasn't able to stream FOMC, but I do want to unpack it and kind of walk through at least how I approach things that I noticed before, during, after. There was like crazy, like in that last hour of the market being open, it got a little hectic. Stuff that's happening right now that looks interesting to me, and go from there. Go from there, really. But before everything, right, good to see you guys. Extremely grateful to be here. Have the opportunity to share this space with you guys. Whatever happened yesterday, if it was great, if it was amazing, if it was subpar, cool, that's there. All we got to do today is remember exactly what you need to see in the market to get in. Remember to not trade what you want, but trade just what is. It can be harder than it seems sometimes. And then from there, just staying detached, guys. Staying detached and realizing every moment is fleeting. So it can feel pretty intense sometimes, but remember, it's not over. It's gonna be okay. And when you get real high on this, because trust me, you can, be ready to lose too. All right, so in order to be a great winner here, you have to be a great loser. So a little bit of both is required. But yeah, let's get into it. I have a lot to go through today. Starting with, let's see. Okay, you guys can already see my screen. That's right, perfect. Okay, so I was looking at a possible shakeout here with indices. I wanted to sell right up here. YM looks a little different, but now YM took out all of this liquidity. I don't necessarily know if this would make sense. We still have I swear, that dog just spawned. I don't even see when she got under there. So yeah, we have liquidity right here. So we had two types of liquidity. We have some here, and then we had some over here. So it doesn't take this out. It does take these lows out. So in this little range. And then, but we still have more kind of support playing over here. So I don't really know what I feel about this right now. S&P did clear liquidity and give the shakeout. So if you guys were looking at S&P 500, current price action right now, clears these equal highs. So you had retail selling over here, clears that, comes back down, chops up a little bit here. So we see it move sideways for a good 15-20 minutes, climbs its way up to the top, and then immediately comes back down. So this is moving pretty well. So it did fill the imbalance before dropping. This filled this tiny imbalance right there. We haven't quite broken below. So could this pull back? It's definitely possible. Yeah, so the markets are moving in interesting ways. I still feel like there's motive for price to come back to, which is like the key thing for me when I'm looking at a shakeout setup. Like when I think that there's going to be, smart money coming in here, I want to think, is there still like a reason for money to enter the chat, if you will? And I think there is. So there's that for shakeouts. Going over to metals, gold is a little too choppy, too sideways to take anything. Silver, not very clear, so obviously I'm in the 1 minute right here. These didn't quite take up the same amount of liquidity either, so I'm not completely convinced there. And then oil was an idea that here was the first trade I'm looking for. So at the time, oil actually looked like a better buy over here. So we saw it sweep liquidity, and let me just zoom out for you guys real quick. So we saw a big push down here on the 15 minute. So this big move takes out London session buyers, Tokyo session lows, and then trades into New York Open. So trades into this New York Open, Wednesday's New York Open imbalance. So we get over to here, and then once we work our way down to here, I'm like, okay, cool. Like the market's moving sideways. It's building up some liquidity over here. And, you know, if we work our way down, then I like the buy setup. So we take a minor pullback here, and it doesn't quite hit, so then it goes higher. Now at this point, this is where we take out liquidity, and it missed here, so I'm like, okay, we clear these highs, and then we chop up moving sideways. So this is where I'm like, okay, so did we miss the move or not? Like, did this already happen? And at the same time, I'm thinking, well, let's see what indices still do. Let's see what's happening big picture. And we move up here, we start to build up sideways. And so I'm like, okay, I don't love how this is moving. I don't hate how this is moving. So I do end up taking a small risk at this, seeing if we get a nice shakeout setup here. So we'll see what happens. I am in on this trade with a smaller amount of risk, but I am in an oil buy. Fully prepared to lose. I don't expect to lose. I do expect to win most of the time, but I'm prepared if that's going to be the case. And now, okay, so with that being said, I have this Dow, since it's squeezed here and it took out this liquidity, but I feel like there's still more left. I am risking less than I typically would. About 60% of my typical entry I have in play now. So if we take out these highs, then perfect. And we'll see. So that can set up for S&P filling in balance and dropping. It's kind of where I'm at right now with this idea so far. The only thing that is a little bit more curious is the fact that, and this, we have New York Open here in 9 minutes, but the only difference is I feel like, where is it? I feel like NQ is wanting to drop a bit, more aggressively right now, and so is S&P. Whereas Dow is kind of like still lagging up over here. So price action wise might not be the smoothest yet. And then now I want to zoom out, big picture. And this is a bigger reason why I was like, is Dow really ready? So we don't quite liquidate everything that was here. So we get above, we spike up into this range. So let me just delete this real quick. We get up into this area. So we do start to spike and kind of clear some of these highs, but we don't quite get above it entirely. So there is this possibility I could see the market wanting to still break above here and then drop. So I'm mindful of that kind of price action as well, in case it's not fully ready to make this move and the reversal. If that's the case, like I'm open to that. On the flip side, NASDAQ, dude. NASDAQ filled the imbalance fully cleanly here, and then reversals kind of make sense. And I mean, I felt like NASDAQ, I don't know if anyone was up for trading London or end of Asian session London, but what a beautiful mitigation setup right here. Cleans the liquidity. You have a huge sell-off again here to end the session. So you had shakeout setup here. So there was like so many entries. Shakeout setup there. If you were able to take end of day trades and just let this thing rip. Then you had a mitigation setup. This big one and the small one, which was like over here. So there was just so many buy opportunities on NQs. Honestly, a little ridiculous. And this is after FOMC and going into Asian sessions. So if you were trading around like that midnight, 1 a.m. Central Time, yeah, you were, anyone feast on this. I feel like I know you guys. If there wasn't someone that bought this, I would be shooketh. I know you guys have been trained for these types of trades, so hopefully you're able to make the most out of a trade like this and see it through. And even then, right here, we start to chop up sideways. You have the Tokyo low trade down to here. So even now, like, this is still looking pretty decent, depending on how it would work its way down. But yeah, and this took the market all the way up to rebalancing way over here, and so filling in balance, working its way down, and right now it's kind of, you know, going back and forth. So is this a clean shakeout for NQ? Do I feel like the market sweeps liquidity and is setting up for like a sell-off? It doesn't look as clean on NASDAQ to me. It looks better on Dow, and definitely looks clean with S&P. S&P sweeps it, worked its way down. This is luring in break and retest buyers, so that's why, you know, this is definitely just sucked in so many buys before it dipped down. So just S&P just looks super clean. And I thought we were gonna get an entry with Dow here, but it just missed me. So this sideways movement, you know, maybe we get a New York open spike in there or something, and then move forward. So that's what I have in mind right now for that trade. And then moving past that, gold, guys. I set you up for success with gold. This was here for you. Yesterday there was one, the mitigation on the higher time frames, and then two was the move here. So we had the sweep down, the market's moving sideways, building up, leaving tons of liquidity. It dumps its way down to here during FOMC, so you have the entry right there, and then it slowly grinds its way up. So maybe it wasn't a big trade that you took, especially if you had to take profit in with maybe some of your futures prop firms, but live accounts, yeah, were able to run this up and you know, do its thing. So shakeout yesterday on gold was pretty solid. You had, and then I can unpack FOMC stuff a little bit later, but yeah, that's where that takes us to. So here you can see where I took my entry, and then where we were targeting and everything like that. All right, so yeah, let's see if oil gives us a nice continuation. Anyone in the oil one, or are we kind of sidelined right now? Let me know, guys. What y'all doing here? What's good? Blessings. What's up, Ibrahim, Jeff, Gabriel, Caesar, Larry? What's up, guys? Edgar, Joe, Seth. Got Harshi in here. Brandon, Kazakhstan, Aidar. What's up, man? Had the same shakeout. Which one was that one, Brandon? Holy yen? Oh, I haven't looked at it. Based off of what you told me on the syndicate call, I would deem this as invalid or definitely less probable on Dow. Yeah, for sure. That's where, like, this liquidity was taken, right? There's still some down here. That's why I was kind of like, is this still decent? Maybe not. What up, everyone? Marty, good to see you. Rafa, Brandon. Yeah, okay. Brandon's in here, man. Had MYM marked up last night, but didn't set my limit. Missed the 8R. Yeah, that just hurts the soul. What's up, Pro Guavo? Mike, could you explain what a shakeout is like you would to a 5-year-old? Not right now. Corey, what's good, Lonzo? Thoughts on YM buys 48,750-ish. 48,750-ish. 48,750. Ooh, I could see that. Yeah. Oh yeah. This right here. I will get to it though, Pro Guavo, whenever I can. I got you. Don't you worry. Missed the YM sell yesterday, set an alert that came 3 minutes after it mitigated my zone and ran for an 11R. Oh. Jeez. Rode that up, got in at 27,212. I'm assuming NQ. 27,212. Oh, you're a beast. Let's go, Isaiah. Ooh, my God. That's a trade. I drew it up but fell asleep. Hey, man, that's okay. You know, got it. It's just part of life. In oil. All right, cool. Morning. What's up, Sergio? How you feeling, bro? We got British Brandon. What's good? Sitting on hands right now. All right. How you doing? I'm doing great. Yeah, I'm good, man. Feeling great. Sitting on hands. What's up? Morning, Greg. Cafecito. Cafecito para el papacito. Was snoozing. It's all. Buenos días, Kevin. Saludos desde Cali, Colombia. Okay, so New York Open here in a couple seconds. We're seeing NQ just take out that low. Dow spikes down, so it just, I'm not invited to this. Fine, whatever. Over it. So deleted my limit here on Dow. It was, what was the difference? A tick? 2 ticks. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's it. Oh, NQ dumped. Yo, NQ dumped. S&P shakeout, absolutely beautiful. So I'm the goofy, and was in the wrong asset this one. What a move! Let's go. Yo, what's up with oil though? Oil not trying to go? Come on, buddy. Let's go. You can do it. We believe in you. Push, push. Push, push. Okay. So where does that leave us? We're clearly seeing way more bearish movement with NASDAQ and then S&P, etc. So as we zoom out, I guess the rebalancing of this was more than enough to give to open up positions here and make this thing move down. So as we zoom out a little bit and look at the market from this point of view, what is it that we can interpret here? So the structure, number one, we are witnessing let me change something here. So look at the shift in momentum. You were getting lower lows, lower highs. Here, I wouldn't really say we break any structure, so the structure just keeps going lower and lower. And then, we end up just going and making lower lows here. So lower highs, and then lower lows. So we cleanly, get into a new structure up here. So the market since 5:30, so for the last 3 hours, has been bullish on Dow. That's great. I do believe that we're now sitting in a more of a bullish scenario again with Dow motherfucking Jones, and I think we got some good work we can do here. So I like those buys that Lonza you brought up here in this zone. This is gonna look pretty clean, especially if Dow is kind of slower. It's a slower grind down. So I'm open to the buys over here. And as we zoom out, so let's get a good clean zoom out here. And we saw Dow mitigate down here. So as we look at this now, this will just be ready for it in the future. But as we look at this over here, This looks like a high time frame type of shakeout where, yes, we grind our way down, but just to come back up. And now it's maintaining demand up here. So that looks good. Good in my book. Right, good in my book. Here we go. Where are we at? Over here. Another challenge passed. Sick. All right. I got my revenge on TopStep. I had gone a little aggressive on an account while we were in Japan, and I had lost one, but we back. So I like the buys. This looks very clean. The shift in momentum looks very clear here, and so in the future I do want to look for buys here, and especially where we've seen a good amount of support in the past. So 48,700. Honestly, like, yeah, just really anywhere in the zone looks good to me. So I'm gonna have this conservative one here for now, sitting below at 786, 886, and we'll have this marked up like that. I don't think we'll get here today or anything, but just to keep that in the loop. From here, NQ is just, Jesus, just dying. It's absolute meltdown while Dow is pushing higher. So one, I mean, NQ is really getting below. So we're almost trading below the London low. So let me turn that right there on so you can kind of see where London lows are kicking off. But there's a lot of liquidity here. So NQ definitely targeting a lot of this consolidation. If you're in NASDAQ sells or S&P sells, actually, how is S&P moving? Yeah. So clearly there's a lot of bearishness happening right now in the market. So I think that we can expect, like, if I was in a sell, I would be taking profit for sells right now. Just like, I like where the market's at. It's a big move. This short on S&P was like equivalent of a 10R. So absolutely beautiful move. And then it's meeting where we see support here in the past. So this is just a great place. I'm curious about these buys with NASDAQ because of just how different Dow is moving to NQ. So indices are a little trickier in my opinion. Oil is moving decent right now. Here we go. Oil is moving decent. So if you want to adjust stops, then I think that makes sense to do so. So let me go ahead and move to here. Whoa, I think it's glitching. Tighten these up a little bit. All right. Let me know. How are you guys looking at the market? Any setups you're seeing? Gold trade from yesterday went 12R, took my 2R and dipped. Is that good or bad for you? Like, was that system based to take that? Trading loose with the evals. Fire. What do you think about TopStep new payout caps? I think there's only one way to think about it. Boo! Boo! That's bogus. Thankfully, I have all my accounts are before the payout cap, so I mean, it is what it is, you know. I don't know. Like, I'm not negative against it. Like, would I prefer not? No, obviously not. Like, we want the best conditions possible for us to extract money from these markets and with prop firms too. So yeah, I mean, it's annoying. the limitation on the payout, like per payout. It requires you to, you know, keep accounts for longer, all that stuff. And so, yeah, it's a little bit harder. But at the end of the day, like, I get, you can still make your money. So it's a little frustrating. I think it only affects a small amount of people. I'm going to be just being real. It really only affects a small percentage of people because, I mean, most people don't even get to the payout anyways. So, yeah, I mean, it's better when it wasn't like that. But it doesn't make... It still keeps things... Like, I like to think about what's in my control. And so I think the way the way I think traders should take it is just like, you just don't need Hail Mary trades as much. And you got to focus on, like, does your personality type, is your behavior represent being able to just keep taking profit from the markets? Like, how long can you keep an account is basically what matters. Because if you can't get to 5 trading days without making some ridiculous mistake, 10, 15, 20, 30, 50, you know, 100 days, then, like, okay, you're going to get to maybe a payout. So I think that's where, like, there's a bit more of the frustration, where it's like a lot of people want to get the most out of basically the first payout cycle, because they don't last. Like, they just don't even last 2 more days. So I think kind of that's where, you know, I can see why that's upsetting. But it is what it is. Like, a lot of the payout structure with other firms is pretty similar anyway. Like, I don't remember if I added this into here in the payout playbook. Let's see. I don't think so, actually. Let me pull it up. Hold on. But, like, so here, let's just pull up the FAQs with Lucid. No, not fees. Where is this thing? Okay, so for example, like with Lucid, it's already like that. They already had it like that. We're up to 2K per payout, or 50% of your profit, or up to 2K until. So, like, if you do a 50K, basically you can make 10K profit, and then they'll move you to the live environment. So it's 2K 5 times, and then typically they'll move you over. So that's how they have their setup. Tradify is pretty similar. Where's your FAQs? No. What are you guys trading right now? Tradify, Lucid, TopStep, Apex. What's the prop of choice? Multiple. I know, you know, you guys are beasts, so some of y'all are taking quite a few. Like select flex growth. Let's see here. So I'm just, because I want to give you the proper numbers for the 50Ks across the board. So like 50K, right? You're kept at 3K payout. So that is a little bit nicer. The difference is that you can make 3K on the 50Ks on TopStep, so it's more. So if that's a big thing for you, you're like, well, I want to get the most per payout, then basically before you get moved up to live, you're looking at like 3K a payout on the flex. If you're looking at the growth accounts, then here the payout tiers kind of evolve. So they kind of keep scaling as you go through more and more payouts. So you like earn your way up to higher numbers. So it's kind of the standard, to be fair. That was just like their big thing. So now everyone's kind of pissed about it. But whatever. Cancel YM? Yeah, I canceled YM. YM was canceled. for sure. Gonna get some more funded accounts before I trade my funded to make pressure off the account. That's a good approach. I think if you know you're not like impulsive really and you're just not being a degen, then yeah. Tradeify, Apex, nothing, Alpha Capital. So some of you are on the CFDs, right? Some of you are trading more of that. So Tradeify and TopStep, TopStep in caps, represent. Lucid and TopStep, funded next, Tradeify, Lucid, TPT Alpha Futures. A lot of pips on deck. You're trading all those at the same time? What copy trader do you use? My funded futures. Once you get to live, are you still capped at 2K? No. I think like 2 to 3% of people get payouts, so I don't know why they're tripping on that. I was thinking about getting FTMO. That static is nice. It is. The FTMO is dope. Honestly, it's just pricing is a little different, obviously, and then you're trading different instruments, so obviously that's another difference. But yeah, look at how these are moving. Indices right now. You kind of have a reaccumulation happening with Dow over here, so definitely pushing. NQ already dumped, did its thing, trading near London lows, hasn't quite swept it yet. So reversals aren't quite here yet. I don't like price action with indices. I don't know about you guys, like I'm not really looking to take anything right now there. The only other thing I could see eventually would maybe be shorting S&P, because it looks like, you know, sweep of liquidity, but we'd have to see a shift in structure, which we don't have. So I'm not making any decisions on indices. I'm kind of just sidelined there. And looking at metals. So now that we've seen a concrete change in direction. Gold now, would you all agree that gold has switched to a bullish structure on the 15-minute here? Would we all agree that we went from lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, to higher highs here? Does this look like a bullish change in direction? Right there. It does to me. So here, now we got a little bullish thing going on over here. Oh, that's the line color. My bad. Actually, I guess that's cool too. Yeah, we'll keep it like that. So, seeing this since 3 a.m. So over 5 hours, 6 hours basically trading up here. Like, this is good. So I would be looking for buys when the market as the market works its way back down. So if this is going to dump some more, I can imagine oil could keep climbing as well. So that seems like a good movement. You know, you see this last sell-off during Asian session. I'm just curious to see if this stop is going to hold. So if you're looking for entries here, here's where we get the final push down. So here's the last sell-off. And yesterday, some of you bought, I know you bought here originally. Seth, I know you brought it up, like the 52.30 right over here. And then you had a shakeout. So the stacked entries look good. So I think if you're going to enter over here and you have a pretty big stop, be aware that I think you could tighten up to maybe over here. But also there's a possible entry, I think, below this zone. So I'm curious if we end up playing into this imbalance off of this breaker structure. And then I also want us to keep in mind silver. And here's something that's interesting. Silver didn't break yet. Silver did not give us higher highs. So is silver going to go lower? Which it could. So I'm gonna keep my eye out on for silver, kind of see where we're at, and yeah, just so once we start getting into these areas, I'm gonna be more focused and see kind of where we can get to here. So metals, nothing that I want to be involved in the moment either. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like what I'm seeing anywhere. Oil is doing okay. It didn't make a massive move like indices did, so I would have preferred that. We saw oil take out these highs here. So it's still kind of struggling to rally. So it took out the highs, lost momentum, came up again, lost momentum, coming up again, losing momentum. So wouldn't be completely surprised if this just kind of comes back and just keeps going lower. So I'm gonna tighten up my risk here. I don't need to give too much back if that's gonna be the case. When we fail to create like structure like that and we break above and immediately come down, my thoughts are that there's a good chance the market is only wanted to go higher for the sake of sweeping liquidity one more time. So I like to get a bit more conservative, get a bit just more protecting my money a bit faster. So I'll reduce a bit more aggressively. The goal is 350,000 in funding. Oh yeah, you got that. You can pull out whatever when you move to live. Well, it depends on the firm. One is TopStep cutting the payout to 2K. They already did starting, I think, yesterday. So I think any accounts you get from now moving forward, their payouts are 2K per payout. It's per payout, yeah. Per payout on the 50Ks. Yeah, so if you guys want to see the live process, if you want to get the details on the live, then it's a little different, and it's different per firm. And every firm has different rules on how much of your account balance moves over. So let's say you're sitting with like 20K in your account balance, and then you go to they move you up. They make it sound like it's an upgrade, like you're getting a promotion, but you're not. It is, but it isn't. There's a trade-off. So it is a promotion in a way, eventually, but it's like you have to earn it again. It's just a goofy business practice, but whatever. So yeah, once you go to the elite program, then there's no profit cap, so that's good. There's no limit to how many times you can go back to the live accounts. Even if you lose live, you can go back over there. If you're pretty good at the live, then you can kind of earn your right into going straight to live once you get funded, which is cool. Like, imagine you get funded, but then you don't even go to like where you have to wait 5 days. You just go straight to the live. So that part is pretty sweet. And then either you get 3 payouts on a single account or 10 payouts total. And then the rules. So I want to talk to you guys about the transition. All right, that's not it. Where is this? I had written this before. I just don't know if they changed it. They change stuff all the time. So it is 80-20 for this one. So you can only withdraw profits you earn above your trading capital. Hold on. Where do they have it? Because I just want to give you guys like the most up-to-date information and make sure. Otherwise, like, you know, I'm going to give you guys the wrong details. All right, so let's say you're doing a select, and then you're killing it on there. Where is it? Where's the transition? They really make you dig for all this in here. What I want to tell you is what money you get to keep from your funded to your live is basically what I want to tell you guys. So, okay, your accounts are, okay, maybe I just didn't, I'm just illiterate. All sim funded and evaluations are closed. Any funded account that has received at least one payout transitions to live. If a sim funded account has not received a payout, it will not transition to live. Any trades or progress made after the last successful payout will not be included in live transition. So you just start from scratch again, so it's stupid. It's like, yeah, it's goofy. There is a reward pool. So this part is pretty cool. So when you go live, there's a reward that comes attached to the account. So there's a 4K reward pool that comes with it. So you can basically earn it like this. All right, here we go. You need 5 profitable days of at least 250 per day. And you end the month with profit greater than your max trailing drawdown on the live account. So basically, if you get over 5 profitable trading days and after a month, you can unlock a bonus once you're live. So like that's their way of being like, here's some of the money back that you had already earned before. But that's just Tradeify. Like Lucid has their own version, TopStep has their own version. They all have like versions of it. So at the end of the day, guys, like my suggestion for you is take your profits, like make your money, you know, like accumulate them across accounts. So start making, you know, your profits with, like it's the, in my opinion, in the way that works for me is just have access to a lot of capital. So you have funded accounts stacked up and you're not putting so much pressure on like, I got to get the most out of this one account. It's, yeah, cool. Let me make 1,000, 2,000 a week or every 2 weeks per account. Cool. If you have 10 of them, like you're able to pull out like, you know, 5 figures a week, even a month. Like that's great. And you don't have to put so much pressure on your account balance. So you just kind of have to adapt to the business that is here in front of you. And that's the 50Ks, of course. Like as you're working with a bit more money, then you can have access to bigger accounts, the 100Ks, the 150s, and you're approaching this from a different perspective that is like per trade you're able to get a little more. So just even thinking about it like this, like if you have 5 50Ks and you're risking $200 per account, okay, that's $1,000 risk on your total portfolio. So if on the month by itself you make 10R, that's 10K. And so it's less about like getting big trades and getting big payouts and more about just getting them consistently and being able to get them consistently across more accounts. So, you know, getting the 2K payout, but you're getting them across a handful twice a month. Like, that's great. So just a couple ways to think about this from a different place. What is the difference between being funded and the prop firm giving you a live? The difference is that when you go live, you can withdraw whenever you want. So you don't need to wait like the 5 days, you know, like that's kind of the big thing. It's kind of like having your own live account. So like you can withdraw whenever. And then depending on the firm, some of your account balance moves over. Some of the times it doesn't. And then for those that typically they don't move your balance that you built up over, then they'll offer like some sort of reward or performance bonus for the longer that you keep it. So yeah, the thing is like it's just a way for them to mitigate their expenses. So like if they're like, okay, this guy just, you know, withdrew 10K, 20K, 50K from us, all right, let's chill this guy out, you know, let's ice him out a little bit, move him to live. And then, you know, it's almost like you have to kind of restart. There's some pros, but it's like you got to go, you know, prove yourself again in a way. So, yeah, I mean, there's pros and cons for sure. All right, Dow just took out the highs. NQ in the zone. So, possible mitigation out of NQ here. I'm not looking to bet on that. I think S&P reversals might be a little bit more likely. S&P has that similar move. But it broke above here for 15 minutes. Came back up again. So, I mean, for the most part, it traded up here for like a good hour. So, is that great structure? Yeah. So, I don't love it. I don't hate it. I'm just not looking to trade this right now. Yeah, the timing of it is a little strange because everything is moving in opposites, right? NQ is dipping down and then Dow is going higher. So the fact that Dow just took out those highs though, so Dow just took out these highs, which was the session highs. So there is liquidity there. So reversal is possible. And if an NQ and Dow have opposing relationship right now, then you know what? There is a good chance that this does play out because they're moving in completely opposite directions. So yeah, you know what? This buy actually was valid in a way. Just because of how liquidity is moving around. So I don't feel any type of way for not being in NQ buys. We did see the sell-off here in the continuation. But I think it's a little bit more challenging when your assets are moving in different directions. And like what's going to keep happening here. So yeah, I mean, maybe we have a different type of movement here later. Like maybe we get a shakeout from here. Maybe Dow gives us a shakeout and we get a reversal. So we'll see. Yeah. Okay. Outside of that, we had that Euro pump yesterday, right? We were in this. Euro came down, tagged me. We went into some decent profits, and then it just worked its way lower again. Pound pushed down a bit more as well before moving its way up. So right now, I have, yen. Holy shit. That's crazy. I mean, the squeeze was inevitable, but damn, that's a wild move. Absolute madness here, mayhem. So yeah, yen buys back over here at some point. Let's see how this closes out. That's an insane move. Absolutely insane. But what do you guys have on the radar? You guys have any setups you like, or is this just a slow day today? How we feel about it? And then what are we looking at with? I think I have an options contract expiring today. Webull sitting at 674. Google up 6%. What's down? Facebook's down quite a bit today. Meta. Coinbase up a little bit. Robinhood bouncing back. Beyond at 9% growth today. This one's so volatile. Yeah, I think I have to cash in on my Webull today for the options play. Cool. We up on this one. Speculation that Bank of Japan going to step in on their currencies drop caused the pump. Cool. I like the gold mitigation depending on where silver is at the time. Agreed. Make a little gold shakeout. Let's see. Can we? I wouldn't short gold myself right now. But you don't got to do what I do, obviously. Look at that. Clean. Anyone take the NQ buys? There's just more volatility on NQ today. Guys, if you didn't if you didn't see yesterday's fast track webinar, and that's something that makes sense for you. So if you're newer, if you're a beginner in trading, if you've been a beginner for too long, and if you're just new to futures and you want to tackle that on, then if you want to watch the replay, and if that makes sense for you and you want to get started, then go ahead and check this out here. So just gonna drop the link to that. There's about 7 spots left. So yeah, make a decision so that you can actually do this. So all right, so there it is. I think that's the right link. Probably should have tested it. Yeah. So you can go ahead and watch that, see what that's all about. Just want to make sure you guys have that in case you missed it. I know a lot of people are asking for the replay and I didn't get back to you all. So go ahead and check that out if that fits for you. I don't know. Many of you that are on this stream right now, it may not pertain to you, to be honest. So that might not be for you. If you're unsure, then the cool thing is if you do that program, that does go towards the syndicate. So you're able to take advantage of that. But yeah, nice. Good stuff. Yoselin, Greg, and the NQ buys. Sick. Good stuff, guys. Hopefully, I hope that runs for you. Yeah, I hope that rips. And you have plentiful of profits. Just on Combine? Okay. Greg, do you not really touch your fundeds? I feel like you kind of put them to the side. You just load them up. I'm looking more at S&P. Want to see if it gets down to here? I can see it. Oh, you still have one? Hey, it's part of the game, my guy. Ain't no thing. Alright. Cool. Y'all, that's it from me. Actually, no, you know what? I can show you guys what I did yesterday. So let me show you what I traded yesterday. Just for, for value purposes, right? NQ shakeout 1 minute. Nah. This, bleeds out. It takes out. So this is a huge drop. It does take out London session, tons of London session liquidity. Comes back down, goes back up. It's I don't know. It's a little iffy. I'm not really vibing with it. And then you have S&P that I think can work its way down to here too. So just like NQ worked its way over to here, I think S&P has a chance of doing something similar, whether it's going to reject these areas or it's going to work its way down a little bit further. So if S&P has motive to go lower, then I feel like either it's going to go like this, it'll bounce out of here, and then go like this, or it just bounces from here and then just dips out. So let's have some alerts here. So I want to show you guys some of the trades that I was looking at yesterday for FOMC. We had the sweep of liquidity here with New York Open. And then that's when the market didn't tag us into that first trade. Remember, I was trying to get in and then I couldn't get into the shakeout. So my mouse was dead. I got backups now. I backup mice. So cool. That happens. That rips to take out the highs. So that we missed out on that trade. Whatever. From here, the next concepts were that we had the sell-off right there. And so the market gets to, let's see, in this zone. I think, was it this? I was like checking this out. And then you had also a push down here before the continuation. So buildup of liquidity here. Structure was bullish. So I figured we'd probably at least get some sort of rejection. So I'm watching this play through. And then before FOMC starts, I end up taking an entry right here in this area. So we start right there. And then since we're squeezing a whole bunch, this is what I'm just holding on to from here. So basically the mitigation of this, I get triggered in, I move my stops down to here, and then this thing is just squeezing and squeezing and squeezing and squeezing. So leading into FOMC, I move my stop to here. And then we're doing our thing, working our way through. As we're squeezing here and we're feeling this imbalance, I move my stop to here. And then I'm letting this through because I'm trading this. So I'm looking at this squeeze. So I give myself a little bit more breathing room than usual because I'm just inside of this massive range like all day from Tuesday. So I wanted to catch the breakout. I'm like, all right, I'm okay with giving back a couple R because I want the breakout over to here. And so I kind of just let this thing go and chop up until we hit this. So then we hit this right here. That gave me about a, I don't know why that's there. That gave me about a like 2.7 R. And then here, where are we at? And then here we see the push down, right? Nice little liquidity sweep. And then we get, we come right back into here. So I was looking to get another entry going into here and I couldn't get it. And then this, then what ends up doing is FOMC ends up setting up. And after FOMC, so once the end of the day happened, my TopStep accounts all, were closed, but the market dumped into here. So my Tradify, Lucid, and Top 1 accounts, I thought I was going to get triggered in, and then it missed me by like 10 points. And then it did the full move that I wanted to see here. Then you get a shakeout right there. But if you couldn't carry this over, then that's just game over. Nothing you can do. But yeah, it's been pretty hectic here for the markets, for sure. And then gold shakeout was what happened with post FOMC. Like after the press conference, or during the press conference is where I got the entry to let it rip there. And yeah, that's where we're at, folks. So that brings us to the present. What do I think about natural gas right now? Let's see, I haven't looked at it. What's the contract right now? NGN? Is it NGN? NGM? So this thing's been dumping significantly. Downtrend on the 4 hour. Massive orders here. Jesus. Okay. So sells still look like they're probably the better decision. Just going with the trend. Especially selling out of maybe over here, 2.77. Little order block right there in this giant move. 15-minute switching looks like it's flipping to bullish. At least the 5-minute is. The 15 here. So this could be bullish in the short term. Bullish short term, bearish still on the higher time frames. And yeah, that looks like sells in this upper range over here. What do you think? What's on your mind there, Brandon? Looks like a reversal. I had the same analysis. Yeah. Let's see. I mean, if we look at the continuous, that's a pretty big dump. Let's see. Is this at the daily level sweeps below? Okay. This looks different. Breaks below, comes up, comes back down. Why does this look so different? Huh. Did it just switch over? NVIDIA 200. Oh. Ah, look at this. We were waiting on this like a few days ago, like last week. Mitigation NVIDIA. Okay, NQ pumps now make a bit more sense. Now that it's breaking below, so you can start seeing something maybe around here. NQ's got the most bearish momentum, so a little sketchier, but this is where this S&P buy might come in and actually make sense. Yeah, I like the half R kind of vibe to this as well. So I'm gonna go. Let's see, where are we here? I think there's two ways you can approach something like this. And then you have this version too. So if you want to trade the order block or the combination of these things, I think you have something like this that you can take in consideration. Like trading out of this sell-off, like the combination of this. So you have the smart money sell right there. And then you have the order block drop right there. So yeah, I mean, this stop, either you have the full thing too and you're just down, maybe you split risk. I think that's a kind of based on you. Yeah, I agree with the zone on S&P. But what if Dow starts dropping? That's the big if, right? That's why, like, I wouldn't approach this with full risk because Dow is a tricky one. Like, what if Dow wants to just go move different? I don't know. Yeah. So here we broke the low. So now, okay, now you know how someone asked about shakeouts on NQ. Now that it took the low, and if we get a shakeout from here, then yes. From here, now we could start to see something. So if we sweep this low, market comes up, moves sideways. So if we get one of these, then for sure. All right, so we got the dump. So that's the first step. If we start to build up some demand like this, then yeah, then this actually makes more sense. So let's wait to see this roll out. I want to see S&P go down lower. Yeah. So good looks. Keep an eye out, guys. That's it for me here on today's stream. So, if you enjoyed the session, we always appreciate, you guys liking, subscribing, sharing with the homies. I will be doing a giveaway. I still need to put time to figure out how I'm going to be doing that. Also, if for everyone that does join the fast track, you are entering to win an account as well, and that will be raffled off basically the first session of it. So if you want to do that, feel free. There are 7 spots left as last time I checked, and so take advantage. That does start here tomorrow. So decide how you want to invest in yourself and what kind of hands-on work you're looking for. Otherwise, guys, any other questions you may have, we'll be active in the school. Right, we'll be active in the school. Stay dialed in there. I love to see you guys winning. So if you get funded, you guys are getting payouts, go ahead and tag us on IG, share in the community. We want to be able to recognize you. And in May, there will be a Q&A with some of our traders that have gotten payouts here recently. And that way you guys can kind of get some insight on them and not just hear from me, but hear from them too. So enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Stay dialed in. Don't fall victim to too much of the FOMO. Don't be a victim of your emotions, your expectations. Like right now, just as you're logging off, go journal something if you took something. If a trade missed, go get some, put that down. Go see who you really are as a trader. And then you've probably been on your ass for a couple hours, so maybe get up, stretch, go for a walk, have a good time, right? But anyways, much love, y'all. I'll catch you guys here tomorrow. Peace out, gang.
Time to realize it's right before my eyes, and I can take it if it's what I want to do. I am leaving, and this is starting to feel like it's right before my eyes, and I can taste it. It's my sweet beginning. I can tell just what you want. You don't want to be alone. You don't want to be alone. I can't say it's what you know. it goes, and I don't know why. You're 1,000 miles away in a room I'll never know, but I'm still holding on to things that I should let go. Heart beats loud in an empty house, thinking about how we used to be. Are you out there somewhere? Are you thinking of me? It's a craving I can't quit, craving I can't quit. I'm falling for it every single time. You're the one I miss. It's a craving I can't quit, craving I can't quit. It's a craving, 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 it's a craving.